Hello, good morning, and it is time for entertainment news, and I'm doing this with my lovely Edgar and Winfrey. Hi, guys.
Yo, we're here, guys.
So Edgar is your lovely, and me, I'm your what?
I say lovely, Edgar and my beautiful, amazing sister,
Thank
the
you.
Winfrey
Thank you.
Jealousy no good, jealousy no good.
See, Edgar, I'm coming for you because you said one thing earlier. They said gist, you called it gossip.
Do you understand?
Who they gossip past between you and I?
Me? Gossip?
You
Me?
answer the question, me.
When?
You will answer it later. Are you guys ready for this?
Yes, we're ready.
All right, let's start. Now, American music mogul Sean Diddy has been sentenced to 50 months in prison. Now, Combs faced major legal troubles between 2024 and 2025 following several allegations of sexual abuse, coercion, and prostitution-related crimes. After multiple civil lawsuits from women, including ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, a federal investigation led to his indictment on 2024 on charges of racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation for prostitution under the Mann Act. Prosecutors accused Diddy of organizing, in quote, freak-off parties where women were allegedly flown across state lines for coerced sexual acts. After a lengthy trial in mid-2025, he was acquitted of racketeering and sex trafficking, but convicted on 2 counts of transporting women for prostitution. The prosecution argued that Diddy used his wealth and influence to exploit and silence victims, while the defense maintained that all interactions were consensual and that the allegations were driven by fame and money. After days of testimony and deliberation, the jury acquitted Diddy of racketeering and sex trafficking, but found him guilty on 2 counts of transporting women for prostitution. When the verdict was read, Diddy showed little emotion while Cassie was seen in tears. Judge Aaron Subramanian called his actions, and I quote, an abuse of power and privilege, end of quote, before sentencing him to 50 months in federal prison and issuing financial penalties. Now, Diddy's lawyers have since filed an appeal, but the verdict marked a dramatic fall for one of hip-hop's most powerful figures. Now, Diddy maintains his innocence and has appealed the conviction, but the case has deeply tarnished his career and reputation, reigniting debate about abuse of power and accountability in the entertainment industry. Guys, it has been a long time coming. He has been incarcerated since last year, and they've been dragging this back to back. But now he has the final verdict and is 50 months in prison. I'd like to hear from you. Let's start with you, Edgar.
So, first of all, I feel like the charges were a bit too harsh, if you ask me. Yeah, a bit too harsh. The reason I'll say it's too harsh is, first of all, he's a first-time offender. This is the first time, Diddy is, being charged for something like this. He's been convicted. And then the only thing he's actually was convicted about is the case of transporting or the whole prostitution thing, which to me, 15 months for doing that, it's a bit too much. This guy he's 55. He has lost most of his deals, his record label. He has lost money, lost, all possible endorsements. And then, come on. The cases that people thought would really get him in trouble or have a longer sentence, like say sex trafficking, racketeering, these things were acquitted, you get. So I feel like, just imagine it was somebody here. And I feel it's because he's a celebrity and he's been in the media for a while. That's why they're like, you know what, let's just punish this guy. But 50 months, that's 4 years, 2 months, thereabouts. It's too much. It's too much. That's how I see it. That's how I see it.
Okay, Winfrey, over to you. What do you think?
Should I say how I see it? Or should I just answer everything just now?
Advocate Winfrey.
So now, this
we have a lawyer here, by the way.
Wait. No, the funny thing, I'm not even coming from a lawyer angle, right? I'm just coming from a human point of view.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
And it's funny. So now you say, okay, fine, you feel it's too harsh, and 50 said it was too long based on what he was convicted for. However, I feel like even the courts, they know that the fact that they convicted him for only transportation of, in fact, with the intention, it's transportation of human trafficking with the intention for prostitution. Meaning they're not even saying he even did anything. They're just saying, you just transported people, you had intentions to, but you did not. Do you understand? Yeah. I feel the fact that they gave him 50 months, because they know that it's meant to be more than that. Because we watched that video. So what are we talking about? Do you understand? Now, that is why I would say, okay, fine, it's because he's a celebrity, he got off that way. And of course, because he has a lot of money, a lot of influence, a lot of people literally backing him up, a lot of these lawyers are definitely doing the work, right? Trying to get him out of there and trying to reduce. Edgar, don't allow me give you an elbow. Anyways, but now I think what is important, Zainab, I don't even want to talk about that, is the FC, the Second Chance Act and the First
Act and the Second Chance Act.
Yes.
Now, him being eligible for home confinement, if we could talk more on that. Because if we look at that, he's supposed to be out by, and he's supposed to be 85% released, so he's supposed to be out by November 27, 2026 for home confinement, if they go by it, because according to reports and what we've seen, allegedly, they think and they believe that he's actually eligible for both acts. So what do you think, Winfrey?
Okay, so now with regard to the FMSA and the Second Chance Act, now simply put, right, the Second Chance Act, just as the name implies, simply means, okay, fine, we're giving you a second chance. So these are literally people that have been incarcerated and now they're trying to give a second chance to get back into the system, into the economy. So there are actually funds that actually support them getting back into the system, right? So now what happens is that they actually have to participate in certain programs that literally make them, I mean, they go through, so that's the thing. So when, just like in the US, when people go to prison, it's because they're trying to, it's a training process. It's a reform system. Yeah, reform. Exactly, it's a reform. So that's actually the idea behind it. And of course, if that happens, they get off on things like good behavior and things like that. Do you understand? But then again, this man has not even started serving his term properly. People are really thinking of how to get him out. So that's the idea.
Well, obviously, he hasn't started serving his term.
Wait. To be honest, this FSA and the Second Chance Act, it doesn't directly relate to his case in any way. However, people are actually arguing that if he's actually convicted under the Mann Act, then this could apply to him. So his lawyers, I will say again, money also is talking. Do you understand? His lawyers are doing the work, are putting their backs into it, and they're trying to look for every possible way to reduce his sentence. Of course, they're already contemplating and talking about him serving time at home, home confinement and things like that. So, I mean, it's money, I beg. When I just look at this case, I just see money.
Hopefully he has learned his lesson, because in the court, according to the report, they said he described his acts as shameful, disgusting, and all sorts. So by the time he's coming out and possibly they'll be getting him for home confinement, he may have learned his lesson and this will all be in the past. But these are some of the things we saw on social media where people were saying that, oh, Diddy was just used as a scapegoat, because there are lots of people who have done the same thing who were not actually granted 15 months in prison or for home confinement, rather. So they are saying that, oh, there are a lot of people who have done worse. But Diddy was just caught and Diddy was actually used as a scapegoat, because as it is, you just need one person to be caught. And because he's a celebrity, just like Edgar said, that is why it feels like all of this thing is out in the open. But hopefully, I mean, justice has been served and Diddy obviously will learn his lesson. What do you guys think?
Justice has not been served complete.
It has not been served yet. 15 months is not enough for a man to change.
One thing I'm sure about is that this is not the end of it.
Of course it's not.
I'm sure that after he's done with the, 50 months or whatever, I am sure another person will probably just take it up again. And then you have another case again, so.
Yeah, and okay.
Hopefully, I'm just going to throw one here. I'm not trying to be shady, but we're going to have stocked supplies of oil.
Baby oil.
Oil in the stores now. Thank you so much for doing this with me, guys. Thank you. Yes. I really appreciate it. All right, we've come to the end of entertainment news. Let's go on a short recess. The show continues. It's still Wake Up Nigeria.